Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik Ziiq here again today to bring you the first episode of Let's Play Conception 2. I got this game just today and I'm very excited to be playing it. It is a new Atlas game and I'm going to instantly go and start a new game. I'm going to admit, this is actually my second time starting a new game. I got 6 minutes in before I realized there were some major mistakes. So I have 3 separate screen regions set up so that I can show you guys anything that I need to that's happening. I have this right here that has the bottom screen in the corner, and this third which is just the bottom screen. So at any point I can switch between all of them and show you guys exactly what is going on. At this point you don't need to know though, so it is okay to go. Apparently I want to be Arcus because it sounds kind of like Archon, and Archon's a cool word. So I'm gonna not load the demo save data, which I never played the demo anyways, so that probably wouldn't go all that well for me. So during most of the cutscenes I'm going to shut the hell up, although I will do a call and response with the characters themselves, because, you know, JRPGs, voice acting, tends to be pretty damn bad, and, you know, what's it for if not to make fun of? I could turn the voice acting completely off, but I had no option to change it to Japanese, so this time it is going to be in English. If you do know a method to change it to Japanese, please do tell me in the comments, because I much prefer Japanese audio, because at least I can't tell if the voice acting is that bad in Japanese because I don't know it well enough. So for those of you curious, this is all I can see on my second screen right now. Just the option to skip the cutscene. Don't need it though. Don't need-o though. So as you can already tell, this is anime as shit. In, you know, maybe a good way, maybe a bad way, depends on how you think of it. The monster in the forest says, "Gra."
What should we do? It's coming towards us!
We'll have to fight it.
Huh? But we don't have any weapons!
No problem.
Got ourselves a right old Zell here.
We're disciples after all.
Disciples of what? Are you talking like the Catholic Church? Because I know they're not very well known for the combat. Oh, whatever.
Eat fist, monster. Oh!
Don't you be fisting monsters now. That's not a good thing.
Ow! Man, this thing's good. But you're right where I want you. Huh? I can't stand? Crap. I was hurt more than I thought. No, Fuko, it's too dangerous. Stay back.
Stay back. Stay back from where you once belonged. Oh, by the way, early warning, there is some perviness that goes on in this game. I know it from just the first 6 minutes. So if you're not into fan service, again, now's the time to quit. Oh my gosh, you sound like the American voice for Sailor Moon there. Should maybe get that checked out. It's not a natural voice.
Are you alright?
Actually, now that I look at her, she looks a bit like Sailor Moon too, with those giant pigtails.
Ready? Here goes!
Oh, hasn't anime advanced?
You saved us! Man, you're really strong.
Thank you so much! I only just got to this place, and I thought I was already gonna die.
Fuko, thanking him's good and all.
You probably
but
should have
maybe
not
you
tried
should
to take it
at
on
least stand up
with your
first.
fists.
I mean, we can see up your skirt.
Huh?
Ow! You screamed louder than when you were being attacked by the monster.
You jerk!
I think I'll be the polite, gentlemanly type.
Thanks.
I know that relationships are important in this game, like a lot of Atlas games.
Okay?
There is
I'll manage.
an emphasis on relationship management and talking to people and like fostering relationships and events that happen that lead to end power and star children. I don't really know yet, but I've seen a bit of it
You're
just
wearing that uniform.
in the
Does
instructions.
that mean
Yeah.
Oh, okay, apparently they're just not going to say this. Appeared on my hand, I just arrived on this island today.
Klotz. Fuko here and I just got here too. We were on the same boat from the mainland.
I'm Fuko. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Fook you.
Yeah!
It was amazing how you defeated those monsters. Since we've all been given the gift of the brand, we should follow your example.
The Star God sure is cruel. To think he would give us such heavy burdens when we should be enjoying youth.
I know, the burdens of
In
superpowers.
that moment when you look down and see the brand suddenly on your arm, you realize that you have to toss your whole life away and move to this island.
Couldn't you just like cover it up with a band-aid and tell people it doesn't exist?
No.
I've been given the power to protect the world.
You're a
Okay.
good one, aren't you?
Yes, but that's not exactly the right way to put that.
Anyway, once we get to the city, we've got to go to the church to be tested, right?
They'll tell us what rank of disciple our star energy makes us. I'm so nervous.
Well, there's no doubt that I'm gonna be an S rank. Elite class all the way.
Huh?
I already think this kid's an asshole.
Isn't that the class of only the most distinguished disciples and leaders?
Yep, that's right. Elites are the best of the best. That's why they're called elites. Hmm? Well, it's in my blood, so never mind.
Wait, how can it be in your blood if everybody leaves the island? Wait, who leaves the mainland if they have the star sign? Do they get to go back for like sabbaticals and, you know, maybe conjugal visits?
Let's get going. Come on.
Conjugation visits? I don't know. Did your parents send you to the mainland after they had you? So I'm going to overwrite my save data here, and this is now as far as I have made it. Again, I only restarted because I screwed up my screen regions, and in screen region 2, I actually had 2 segments of the exact same screen, so was not a good thing. Let's see what happens at the Choit of Vetera. At least the names are easy to pronounce.
Chosen disciples, we stand in a branch of the church located at the center of the fort city.
I bet the church is evil.
I, Matero, am the high priest leading this church.
Is the high priest someone important?
I've heard that they're the most important people in the churches in each area.
No shit, really.
Guess that makes him pretty important then.
You don't think the high priest would be important in a church?
Now, first I must ask that you three show proof that you are indeed disciples.
Are you gonna cut to a cutscene for this? Oh god, oh no.
Indeed, you are all disciples, guided here by the hand of the Star God.
Is he hurting us right now, or was this voluntary? I don't know.
For the past 20 years, the people of the world have lived in fear of monsters. I believe there is no need to explain, but it is your duty to exterminate the creatures of dusk with your holy powers.
I'll fight with all I have, I guess.
Understood.
I
Expect great things from all of you.
What is it?
This holy power only disciples have? Exactly what is it again?
Yes, priest, give us some expository dialogue. Oh, that's a...
Good heavens. Didn't your school teach you anything?
About superpowers we may or may not have? No.
Very well. Listen closely. The Dusk Circles have been appearing in this world over the past 20 years. The monsters that poured forth from them raised havoc among the people.
Shouldn't you have used raised, like R-A-Z, whatever?
These creatures could not be defeated with the meager amount of star energy we had. But the Star God began to lend his might to a lucky few among us. In bestowing you disciples with holy power, he marked you with the Star brand. Now, listen carefully. The creation
Stay
of
a
the
while
Dusk
and
Circles
listen.
is a direct result of man's growing desires. The first Dusk Circle appeared here on this island and represents our cardinal sin. Accordingly, Dusk Circles representing the 7 deadly sins appeared around the world. Well,
Ooh,
Nope.
it's finally time.
Accidentally skipped that.
I have high hopes that you will all be selected as the elite Nemesis Hunters. It means those who hunt with vengeance. It's become a nickname for the elite class. As I have said, The qualifying exam is held at the Angel Marker R&D. Go there and seek out Chief Ruby, who is in charge of administering the examination.
We'll do our best.
So, a bit of a warning, there might be very little of gameplay in this.
Have some truly,
Oh, god damn it with the... Go away. I guess pervy priests are kind of a meme, so why not?
You think so?
Did you ever attend classes when we grew up, Schultz? Go ahead, ask me anything. Sure. Oh, okay, apparently now I get more expository dialogue. You know, there's a thing in games, I like to call it show, don't tell, where they should really be showing us these things, like make us live them instead of just giving us tons and tons of dialogue. Think of the intro of FF7, for instance. I know I keep mentioning this in the JRPG Live that I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Shameless self-plug, but seriously. We've been granted star energy than the average person. By the way, I received my brand when I was taking a bath, and I felt something lighting up my arm. I looked down, and there it was. Additionally, the only people between the ages of 16 and 18... Okay, I'm assuming they then grow up with the star brand, right? Really? Really? Okay, fair enough. The Star God has bestowed his powers on us since the first Dusk Circle 20 years ago. Is there anything else you want to ask about? Okay, well I guess I have to really go through everyone. Monsters, alright. Monsters are, well, monsters. They come out of the Dusk Circles and attack people. End of story. Well, that was pretty vague indeed. Monsters existed before the Dusk Circles appeared. Small enough numbers that people could deal with them. You knew there weren't that many before the Dusk Circles started opening, right? There were never any places with so much dusk energy that they spawn monsters. I bet the church is evil. I'm still willing to take that bet. Everybody in the comments bet. But don't give spoilers, because seriously, just don't do that. There are a total of 8 open Dusk Circles in the world. The oldest of the largest Dusk Circles is here in Fort City, and it is still dormant, though, and it hasn't materialized into a labyrinth, right? Even then, I've heard monsters are pouring out of it. So, Atlas Games has something with labyrinths. They just really like them. Like every single one of their games that I've played has been somewhat in the form of a labyrinth that changes whenever you go into it. That must be why it's built on the frontline base and academy to train disciples. Is there anything else you want to ask about? Well, I said sure, but there's only no options left.
Cool.
An education. Let's head to where the qualifying exam is being held. All right.
This is... It
Yes.
looks like the place.
I find it very strange that they gave the main character almost no voice. He says like 2 words and he stops.
Hey. Who may you be? We're new disciples, here to take the qualifying exam. New disciples? Oh, good. Welcome to Angel Marker R&D. I'm Mark, a researcher here.
I'm just trying to turn it up a bit.
Nice to meet you. Chief Ruby, the disciples have arrived.
Ah, welcome. I'm the chief researcher.
Wow.
My name is Ruby.
It's a 3DS game and they bothered to add jiggle physics to her boobs.
Good stars, that is one smoking hot tomato.
What?
Klotz, your inner thoughts are falling out through your mouth.
You're an honest young lad. I like that. I might have a nice reward for you later.
Okay, this is more than I expected.
Seriously? Don't tease the new meat, Ruby.
I know. So, you're the new disciples that were scheduled for today. Matero's told us about you. I've already confirmed your identities with your names and faces. I hope we get along.
It's nice to meet you.
Let's see. Is there anything you'd like to know before we administer the exam?
Sure.
About the lab, about ranks. You know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna, like, plunge right into the gameplay. And hope that I do well.
Let's move on to the qualifying exam then. Klotz, you're first, then Fuko, and you will be last.
Got it.
She never said wake.
Right. S rank, here I come.
There, you're done. You are in the elite class, Klotz. Your rank is V. Congratulations.
Seriously? I'm not an S rank? No way.
For somebody who was so sure of
That's still
himself, he doesn't
impressive.
sound
You're an elite.
he doesn't sound
Don't you
that
think so,
horribly
too?
ridiculously. Yeah, I think that's amazing. Sure. I'll be a nice guy, even though I'm lying.
Really? Why, I mean, yeah. That was a piece of cake for me.
Let me add that your ether count is 60. Male disciples average around 50, so it is rather impressive. You're next, Fuko. Come on into the simulator.
I'll do my best.
Do girls generally do better for no particular reason?
Impressive results. She has a great deal of star energy.
Amazing, Fuko. You're not only an elite as well, but you're an S rank.
Seriously?
Me? An S rank? The only thing I'm good at is swimming.
Oh, you mean the sport that actually takes the most
Some kind of
physical...
joke, right?
Physical fitness isn't an indication of a
No,
disciple's natural gifts.
Okay, I just want to
But
go...
according to the church's records, female disciples with a great deal of star energy are more likely to be S rank. The Academy now has another S rank disciple among its ranks.
I would like to quick...
This is a great day.
Whoa!
But will I really be okay being an S rank?
Man, I'm so jealous. You're seriously lucky.
Let me make it clear that luck has nothing to do with the disciple's rank.
Wait,
Well,
yes it does.
we're last. We've had a good run today, so let's finish this with a bang.
It's not like... Oh, I might be holding a button. There we go.
We're going to use a simulator to examine you. When the holographic target is displayed, attack it with all your might. We will monitor that and calculate your abilities. Let's get started.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that swimming is one of the most efficient sports for building muscle. So it's very, very, very much something you want to be... Like, if you're a good swimmer, you're physically fit. Incredibly so. I know several swimmers who are now doing it, like, on an Olympic level, but whatever. Can you hear me? It's Ruby. How's your equipment? I'd like to get some readings off of it. We created this simulated labyrinth using data from the dusk circles. Slide the circle pad, move, adjust the camera with LNR. Okay. We're uploading Fuko's data to your test affinity with S rank. Try fighting alongside her. Now open the door with the A button and progress further into the labyrinth. So apparently I actually get ranked. Okay, so Fuko is with me. I may actually go ahead and show you guys the secondary screen right now because I think there may be some important stuff hanging out on it, and all it will cover up is the mini-map. So there we go. There's a monster ahead. To gauge your power, don't hold back just because it's a simulator. Monster's not very far ahead, apparently. Just slightly ahead.
I need to focus.
So is this an action RPG, or I thought I had a katana. What's this thing? Okay, so... Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to show the bottom screen hardcore here. So I get to choose where I start, apparently. I'll probably start from back attack. Oh, I just moved. Okay, so very simple game so far. Do I just keep attacking from behind? Oh, I see. It's all on the top. So I'll just keep attacking, and I will keep attacking from the back because that seems like the best idea.
We won!
Seemingly the bottom screen was not quite as important as I had initially anticipated, so I'll take that away. Is this Dexter's laboratory?
All right, the exam is done. You're an A rank elite.
I don't get the option to be an S if I do well.
That's higher than mine. Not bad, man.
Well, at least I'm an elite. Not an S rank, to be honest. I am
We're
too.
all elites. Don't start complaining about not being super on your first day.
I am super, thanks for
You're
asking.
right.
I did everything else to increase my rank.
Hold on a moment. Before you exit the simulator, we're going to calculate your...
It's over 9,000!
What's wrong? What the? His ether count is... It's more than 1,500. It's off the scale. Is the render malfunctioning?
No, this isn't a malfunction. His body is generating a fantastic amount of ether.
You're kidding, right? This is over 30 times the average ether count.
The ether detector can't take anymore.
Yo, I just broke your lab.
Don't tell me. Is this boy...
He has to be.
I just can't get over the
Church has been
3DS
waiting
jiggle
for.
physics. That is so ridiculous.
He's a god's gift. Huh?
As you know, ether density is extremely low within dusk circles. That's why disciples can't use their star energy in them and can't fight properly. Because of this, we've only been able to intercept monsters that leave the circles.
But your body is naturally exuding an incredible amount of ether. So much so that it's possible to create a battlefield within the dust circles. What's that?
It means that you can fill the space around you with ether even inside the circle. So much so that you can use star energy there. If other disciples and star children are by your side, they can fight as well.
That sounds great.
They're great.
It's the
I'm
greatest
great.
ray of hope since the dusk circles were born.
You don't sound too excited about it, really.
I've never even heard of such a thing until now.
There's never been a male disciple who created this much ether. Never.
Has there been a female one?
You truly are a gift from God.
Wait a second. Has there been a female one?
How could this happen?
Because if there...
Man, I have some amazing classmates.
Since you're a God's gift, I'm going to give you this. This is an ether amp. It's a special device that male disciples with high ether counts can equip. All weapons you use while using this will be strengthened further by your ether.
That's so cool. I want one too, Chief Ruby.
Your ether count isn't high enough to make it effective. You won't get any result from having one.
Oh.
And Fuko, this is for you. These are Dusk Breakers. They're advanced weapons that compress the wielder's star energy into coherent energy.
Wow, that's awesome.
These are specially made for S-rank disciples with high amounts of star energy. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that they've been made for people like you.
Oh, I hope I'll be able to master such
They look
One
like
more
guns.
thing about the ether amp and the Dusk Breakers. This is an innovative feature, so I hope I don't gush over it too much. Activating it during battle absorbs holy power from the wielder's brand. It then envelops the user's body with a combat suit. In other words, it puts you into battle mode.
She sounds way too turned on by that.
That's so cool. You can even transform in a fight too? Chief Ruby, please. I really want one too.
You'll be issued a mass-produced Duskbreaker later.
That's not fair. I say this is rank discrimination.
Chief Ruby, I finished the report to the church.
Thanks.
I'm sorry for the trouble, but we'd like you to return to the church right now. It seems Matero wishes to speak with you regarding classmating.
Class whatting?
Having sex with your classmates, clearly. What else would classmating mean?
Right. Let's hurry back to the old guy's place.
Klotz, we were told that you don't need to come.
Huh? Why not?
The church wants to analyze the star conception rate of God's gift and S-ranks.
That's not cool. This really is rank discrimination.
Also, you three are all second years, correct? The elites are divided into one class per year, so you'll all be in the same class. Make sure you get along well together. Now hurry up and get going. I'm sure Matero is waiting for you.
Got it.
Okay, so... Oh god, it's still going.
You alright?
Huh?
You haven't said much since Mark mentioned classmating.
That's not it.
Turned bright red, looks like I'm right.
Oh.
Erg. They really gonna make me a classmate now? Are they really going to make me classmate now? When a disciple with high ether count classmates with a girl with star energy, what in the hell's name? There's an increased chance of star conception. Oh, it actually does mean mating. Is this entire thing... Okay, it's called conception. But is this entire thing based on sex? Definitely be given a lot of chances to do classmating. I wasn't even mistaken. Okay, sorry, this game is like a lot more hilarious than I had initially anticipated. But I still have to make up my mind who to go through with it.
Sure.
It's a ritual for creating star children. Sigh. Well, since apparently I'm not needed, I guess we'll go our separate ways here. See you again at the academy.
Definitely.
Wow. So that wasn't at all what I expected. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. This game has literally shocked me. I do not know what to think anymore. It is hilarious. But anyways, I better get going. Later.